In this video today, I'm going to dive deep into why women don't meet up with you, the viewer, again. For me, second dates, third dates have been such an interest. I'm so deeply interested in what triggers women to see someone again. Because for a lot of guys, their experience of going out and meeting women is first date, nothing. First date, nothing. First date, nothing. First date, nothing. And it's this never-ending cycle where guys are spending time and energy and effort and money. And it's not yielding returns. It's not yielding sex and love and intimacy and spending time together. And it creates a lot of frustration. A lot of men, they come to me, they're pulling their hair out. They're like, why? And the question of why eats you up inside. And in this video today, I want to give you a gift. A very, very expensive gift. Because this gift you can take with you for the rest of your life. I want to give you the gift of ultimate confidence. In the sense of, I want you... After this video, I'm going to make a 3-part series. So this is the first part, then comes the second part, then comes the third part. In this 3-part series, I want to give you the ultimate confidence of never doubting yourself. In my opinion, the ultimate confidence is never doubting yourself. Never doubting the fact of why a girl doesn't see you again. And being confident within yourself and having a lot of self-esteem, okay? Because I want to make you understand. A lot of guys, they have trouble seeing their experience, the woman's experience, and the situation. And I gotta break it down for you in today's video. So if you watch the video to the end, God bless you, my friend. And you're definitely going to write something nice in the comments because a lot of things are gonna click for you. So please, 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 for your own benefit, stick to the end. If you really aren't getting second dates, if you're not like getting love and sex and intimacy and romance and you're approaching women, this is gonna be the solution. So in this video, part 1, we're gonna start off with something simple. We're gonna start off with day game and dates. In the second video, I will talk about night game and how that's different. And in the third video, I will talk about travel, okay? And how you can, have romance and fun and sex and intimacy when you travel, okay? So let's start off with day game. So you go to the street, you go to daytime activities, you go to cafes, you go to the beach, you go to the park, supermarket, shopping mall. There's beautiful women walking around. You start conversations with them and you aim, obviously, to get a date. What are the 2 types of dates that you can have? You can have an instant date and you can have a planned date. What's an instant date? An instant date is you see a girl walking the street, you strike up a conversation with her and you say, hey, let's go for drinks right now. Let's go for coffee right now. She's like, yeah. Boom, you go. Instant date. You get it? Second type of date you can have is a planned date, okay? Which, you go for drinks later that night, the next day, the next week. You get the point, right? It's a planned date. You have to text and organize and plan. So, let's talk about Let's talk about what I'm teaching you and what other dating coaches are teaching you. Because this is going to be the baseline for your complete understanding and your confidence, okay? So here's the thing. In essence, what I'm teaching you on this channel is how to be a lover. A lover, the lover archetype. What's the lover all about? Eye contact, great conversation, engaging conversation, flirtiness, playfulness. I often advocate guys to keep their dates short. And to plan their dates close to their house. Because while you're a lover, you're not a provider, you're a lover, right? And so when I plan my dates, when my client plan my dates, when you watch my videos, you plan your dates close to your apartment, right? Nearest bar, nearest cafe. I always tell guys, live at a great location where, you got access to everything, okay? And so you keep your dates short, 1.5 hours to 2 hours. You talk about sex and love and romance and fun and adventure, because that's what the lover does. That's all my videos is all about, the lover archetype. And you bring the girl back to your house and you make your moves, okay? And the lover also is about risk. You go on a date, an hour and a half to 2 hours, and you say, let's get out of here. And you've talked about sex and romance and fun. You risky behavior. You know, you're not there sitting and just being quiet and like, oh yeah, I like to go to the beach. No, you're risking. To flirt is a risk. To have deep eye contact, to open up, to connect, it's a risk. And this is right up the lover's alley. This is what I'm teaching you. This is what all my videos is about. But here's the twist. Here's why you don't get second dates, third dates, whatever. Here's why girls don't answer your messages. Here's why you don't see girls again. And it's two things. It's priorities and it's details. Let's talk first about priorities. There's a famous philosopher. I've listened to so many famous philosophers, so I can't really remember which one it was. But he said, revisit your assumptions. Revisit your assumptions. Your assumption is that every single woman wants a lover. That's your assumption. Your assumption is every single woman wants romance, cuddling, kissing, being close to each other, connection, intimacy. Your assumption is that every woman wants deep conversation. Your assumption is that everyone wants to go home with a man and just fuck for 5 hours all night long, like eating her pussy, she's sucking your D, and you're just like penetrating deep. That's your assumption. That's your assumption. Because you listen to guys like me, who's teaching lover stuff, lover things. You're watching other content creators, lover, right? This is the information, how to text like a lover, how to walk like a lover, how to speak like a lover. Revisit your assumption. Your assumption is that that's going to be attractive to all women. And so when you go on dates and you don't get second dates, you're like, what the fuck is wrong, right? But there's a lot of women, for example, they're not interested in all that shit. They're not interested in all the cuddling and kissing and all the talking and all this. They want experiences. They want to eat nice sushi. They want to go to other parts of town that they haven't seen. They want you to provide for them. They want so many, experiences. Let's go to karaoke. Let's do this. There's activity-based dating. Okay? Activity, karaoke, bowling. They want to do things. Let's go swim together, etc., etc. Like an activity, okay? It can be anything. A lot of girls, they want to date in the way where it's like, and I'm sure you've run into those girls. They want to date in a way where it's like, they got their friend group, okay? So like the girl is here, right? It's her and her friend group. And she wants to meet a guy that has that's him and his friend group. And her whole idea is, how can he fit me in my friend group? Or how can I fit, or her, right? Fit him and his friend group, okay? So a girl kind of wants to join an ecosystem, not just meet a guy, but she wants to join some kind of ecosystem. Oh, him and his friends, they own some bar and they always hang around there. And, oh, I can always go to that bar and, have my boyfriend at that bar and hang out with him and his friends. And, oh, they're into techno and I got this whole group I can hang out with and we all do some techno activities type of shit. You see what I'm saying? Revisit your assumptions. Revisit your assumptions. For some women, because again, the first topic here is priorities. For some women, sex is the only priority. Sex. When they go on a date, they don't give a fuck about anything. They just want to fuck. And their whole idea is to taste different men. Maybe they want to taste a guy who looks like me, talks like me. Let's call that chocolate flavor. And then the next time, they want to taste another guy who's vanilla. Next time they want to taste another guy who's a provider. They want to experience different men in different flavors. So they come in with that priority. So a lot of men, they get dates, they bang on the first date, and the chick don't reply, and they go, what the fuck is, did I not fuck her right? Did I say something wrong? It just drives you crazy, right? But she came in to that date before even meeting you, and her whole idea was like, I'm just gonna bang this dude. Like, I don't give a shit. Different women, different priorities. And some women are very much into the lover. If I look at all my successful dates and I look at all my girlfriends, they were all very heavily into romance, connection, touching, flirting, talking. They didn't care where we go, what we do. I don't provide karaoke, sushi, this, that. It's not my thing, man. It's just not my thing. It's just, especially in the beginning. I'm willing to open up maybe later, but like I just want to have a drink and I don't care. Like, I just want to look the girl in the eyes and talk. We don't even need to spend money. We could just walk on the beach, have a bottle of wine, sit there. It's just me, kissing on her, cuddling, looking her in the eyes, talking to her, touching her. You know what I'm saying? Love her. Taking her to my house all night long. So here's the thing. If I go on a date and I come in with the lover archetype, lover mindset, lover conversation, and the girl doesn't meet me again, I simply know that the lover was not what she's looking for. It's not in her priority. Okay? And the thing that I want to tell you, which is going to give you a lot of confidence, is the girls will not tell you their blueprint. They will not tell you. They will keep it hidden. Within female nature, there is a prerogative to keep things hidden. Makeup, all right? Altering how they look, being politically correct, not expressing their opinions. All these kind of stuff, keeping things mysterious and hidden. It's the feminine mystique. They will not tell you, hey, if you have a nice car, if you have a nice apartment, if you're, that type of dude. Okay, because some girls, for example, they're into the status thing. They want to meet a guy to experience status things. But they will not tell you that on the first date because they don't know you. You just invited them out. And now you're going somewhere with them. And they're there to see what you're all about, right? To see what you're all about. Come to find out, you're the lover. And they wanted the guy with a nice apartment, with a car, who's going to take them trips, take them sushi, take them karaoke experiences. They wanted to meet a guy with a large friend group and join his friend group. Or they wanted to meet a guy who's willing to join her friend group and sit and, talk, with her and her friends and have coffee. And I'm not interested in all that stuff. And most of my subscribers are not interested in all that stuff. And most men that I know, personally, clients, guys outside, we're not interested in all that stuff unless it's with a woman that we really value, which comes later, right? And so, for me, when I bring a girl back to my place, when I'm out with a girl, I'm lover, 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 lover. And I'm okay, and I'm okay with if the lover is not her cup of tea, because I'm not willing to offer anything more. I'm not willing. Like, when a girl comes on a date with me, she gets fun conversation, good banter, flirting, eye contact, lover, 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 come back to my place, lover, lover, lover. And that's it. That's literally it. And what you have to do as a man is to make a choice, okay? Because the lover is only one way to meet a woman, okay? So what the choice I made was to be the lover and to double down, to be confident. I'm doubling down. I'm not doubting myself. I'm just thinking all the time, how can I be a better lover? I'm staying within the archetype and diving deeper into the archetype. And all the women that don't text me back or whatever, I don't care. I only want to hang out with the women who like and love and want to be with the lover, because I'm doubling down. quadrupling down, 10xing. I'm deep into the lover. I'm taking them to the beach, walking, having sensual talks. I'm thinking about how to be more sensual. I'm not thinking about the best activities and the best places and where to take the girls and this and that. And that's where you have to make the choice of what type of guy you want to present yourself as and what type of guy that you want to be. I know a guy that we're not in contact anymore, but I used to live with him and I used to know him for years. And he was the provider archetype. He was the thoughtful planner, and sushi this, date there, karaoke, bowling, and he fucked a lot of chicks. He wasn't so focused on the touching and the eye contact and the intimacy and the connection. He didn't give a fuck about all that stuff. He wanted to provide an experience for the women, some kind of activity, and then take her home and bang her, okay? And he was not very sensual. Sensuality was not his forte because he never thought sensual thoughts. That's not the way to describe it. He never was expressing sensuality and like making that a highlight of his dates. He was more friendly and fun and activity based, and he fucked a lot of chicks. So we'd live together. I bring home girls, he bring home girls, and never did I want to be like him and structure my dates like him and plan my dates like him, whatever. And the girls that liked him didn't like me, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And we were all, living in the same place. So I bring over girls, introduce them to him. We go out, party together, hang out together. And we attracted two different types of girls. All the girls that I attracted, all my girlfriends, all these kind of things, all these long, intimate moments I had, all these deep conversations. It was with the girls. Like all my girlfriends, I could sit in cafes, like a cheap ass $1 coffee and talk for 9 hours and kiss on each other and go home and fuck for another 5 hours. Okay? And I met also a lot of girls that were all about, I used to date this model and from Romania, and she's all about where can we eat? What status thing can we do? And I was unwilling. I was like, what do you mean can we eat? Well, let's eat something in the house, in the crib, or order something, Uber Eats, and just be like sensual in bed. And she was always wanting to go outside. And that was not my cup of tea. And that's, not what I preach, not what I think, I'm a lover. That's it. Keep it simple. Second thing, which I want to mention in this video, is details. Details. Why a woman might not go on a second, third date, whatever it is details. Women disqualify men based on details. It could be a hole in your shoe. It could be a little hole in your t-shirt. It could be your type of cologne turns her off. So you could be like great and everything, but like the little details. I remember being on a streak. I bring home girls, bang different girls. I was on a streak. And I brought home this girl. Interesting enough, I met her at a spa. My friend invited me to a spa. He's like, let's fucking go to a spa, bro. We're out talking to girls all day. Let's go to a spa. Like sauna, all that kind of shit. And he had a pass I could join. So I go join. And there was this girl. She was like in a jacuzzi pool type thing. And she looked at me and she was like staring at me. So I went and I said hi. And she was so like into me and everything. And then we had a coffee date like 2 days later. And then we went back to my house and we're kissing and we're touching each other and everything. And then she goes, again, details. She goes, can we go to my house? And I go, what do you mean? Like, we're almost undressing each other. She said, can we go to my house? I'm like, what you mean? I'm not going nowhere. What do you mean your house? You live on the other side of the city. What's going on, baby? What's happening with you? And she goes, well, I've been seeing some ants. There's some ants around. I'm like, I didn't know I had an ant problem. There was some ants crawling around a little bit here and there. And she said, basically, I'm like, I'm not going. And she said, well, if you want to have sex with me, you have to come to my house. And I said, no, I didn't want to go. So she left and that was it. Details. Some women are going to come to your house. And, I don't remember what I was thinking at the time. It was like 7 years ago. I don't remember what I was thinking, but I don't want to go. So I didn't go, right? Some girls are going to come to your apartment and they're going to use the toilet. Again, maybe there is something she don't like in the toilet. Maybe she saw, I had a friend of mine he has a girlfriend. Now they live together, but back in the day, they didn't live together. And he brought home a girl after a party, the kissing, whatever. And then she went to the toilet and she found some female items. And she was like, I'm out. Left. And he had spent hours with her in the club, kissing, dancing, bringing her back to his house. And then gone, just like that. Details. So you also have to think about your environment, your style, your cologne. And you always have to find a way to improve the details. And if you ask people, they're going to tell you, your bros, your homies, your friends, people at your work, whatever. Ask people, hey, is there a detail that you think is off? Or, and some people might tell you, bro, your cologne sucks. And you're like, I spent $400 on my cologne. Not our problem. Girls don't like your cologne. Or your bathroom, bro, is dirty. Or it's messy in your apartment or whatever, right? Again, depending on the girl's priority, some details are going to be more important than others, okay? If a girl only wants to have sex, for some girls, it don't matter if some cockroaches running around or there's some, I don't know, your nails are too long or there's some dirt under your nails or something like that. They don't care because they're there only to taste you. And then they're out. Okay, so the more a woman's priority is just sex, the less she will care about details. The more a woman's priority is to go on dates and have a boyfriend or, spend time together with a guy, the more the details become important. So you got to upgrade the details, okay? So you can have both. Because the girls who just want to bang, they don't care about the details, so you already got them. And the girls who, want to go on second dates, third dates, whatever, spend time together, you got to perfect the details and make the details better. So the choice that you have to make is your archetype. I'm only teaching lover. Fuck everything else. That's me, how I live. That's what my clients like. That's what the people like on my channel. And if a girl, if a lover, if a guy who's going to be sensual and just... Because I'm not taking no girl to no sushi. I'm not buying no presents. I'm not making no crazy thought out dates. I'm not taking no girl to a spa on the first date. I'm not doing none of that shit. You get a drink or a coffee place nearby my house. And it's all about, for me, it's not about the thing we do. Okay, it's about creating the lover frame. Expressing loving, the lover. Eye contact, romance, talking, sex, adventure, love, fun, relationships. Bringing the girl back to my house. Sensual kissing. And just like devouring every single inch of her body. That's my MO. That's what I'm about, okay? So, from knowing that, and knowing that that's not every girl, maybe if you take 100% of girls that come out on dates with you, maybe only 30% is really gonna, fuck with the vision of the lover. So I know, and I just focus on those 30%, and I double down, and I focus on how to become a better lover, so I never doubt myself. Instead of doubting myself, I think, how can I be a better lover? Instead of thinking, what's wrong with me? How can I upgrade my love system? How can I dive deeper, lean deeper into being the lover? So that's part 1 of this series. In the next part, I will talk about night game, bars, nightclubs, partying, and how this whole foundation of this video can apply to that, but in a little bit of a different way. Today, we only covered day game and dates, okay? So very informative video. Stay tuned for the second part, and then the third part is going to be about traveling and how to, be the lover when you travel and some of the mistakes that you can make while traveling. If you like this video, like the goddamn video, comment down below, let me know what you think. Holla back at your boy, and I see y'all, my brothers, in that next video. Peace.